Dexter Resurrection has indeed been a resurrection in more ways than one. Not only was the character of Dexter Morgan brought back from near death after being shot in the chest by his son, Harrison, at the end of Dexter New Blood, but on a wider scope, the franchise itself got back after another disappointing finale. Dexter Resurrection has been just as good as the early original series seasons, with a new setting of New York City, Dexter now able to feel emotion, Wild Serial Killer Club by Leon Prater on the loose. In last week's episode, Dexter getting so close to the club's leader, Angel Batista, being murdered by the man. The final seconds showed Dexter screaming in guttural pain. Leon Prater's as good as dead with a rage named his way. So, will he be able to make it through the first season finale of Dexter Resurrection?
Dexter is stuck inside Leon Prater's vault in Dexter Resurrection, Episode 10.
The episode, And Justice for All, begins with Leon Prater excited about what just happened, but an angry Charley thinks it was stupid. She didn't sign up for cop. As for Dexter, Leon Prater's plan is just to leave him to starve to death in his vault. Inside said vault, Dexter looks for a way out. Respecting Angel, he puts a blanket over him and tells him to rest in peace. You were a good cop and an even better man. Behind him, a ghost claps. This time, it's Harry, but his brother, Brian. Dexter wants to know why this death hurt so much. Brian says it's because he's been listening to the wrong ghost. He has only negative thoughts about what just happened. Dexter says he's glad he killed him when he had the chance. Brian tells Dexter he's going to die, but then comes a phone call on Batista's phone. It's Quinn. Dexter listens to the voicemail he leaves, but talks to Joey. There's only one person he can call. Harrison's in bed, a little busy with his friend Gigi, when dear old dad calls. Harrison wants to know why he's calling from Batista's phone, so Dexter tells him the truth. Harrison immediately asks what he can do. While he waits, Dexter starts going to Prater's serial killer files, hoping that the vault will be in there. He finds files for Al and Charley, along with the man who killed Prater's parents. A picture shows the date of parents' death, whose anniversary today. Prater holds a police gala on the day of their demise. Could the case number be the code? Dexter better be sure, because if he's wrong, an alarm goes off.
Dexter and Harrison capture Leon Prater in Dexter Resurrection, Episode 10. Harrison takes the gig working at Prater's mansion for the gala, which puts him close to Dexter. He talks to his dad through an earpiece and camera, with Dexter leading the way to where he is. When he picks a lock on a door, he runs right into Charley. She points a gun at him, and Dexter tells Harrison to give the phone to her. He wants her to open the vault, and when she refuses, he sends her a photo from a file that shows Prater was documenting her actions, including Mia's murder. Dexter says that no one will be able to take care of Charley's mom if she's in prison, so he'll destroy the files if she gets him out of the vault. Charley won't go that far, but she'll let Harrison go since Dexter didn't kill her mom. Dexter will have to die, and if he releases those files, Harrison is dead. She has to go now because she has some unfinished business with her employer. Charley leaves, and Harrison continues on, making it to the vault door. Dexter tells his son that he can leave, but he only wants the code. Harrison puts it in right as Dexter's phone battery dies. But thankfully, the numbers work, and father and son are reunited. Dexter immediately hugs Harrison in a rush of excitement, then gathers Prater's files. Needing to find Red's thumbprint to help him get through doors, he tells Harrison to leave now, and he'll catch up. He adds, "If something happens, I want you to know that I'm really glad you didn't kill me." That might as well be an I love you from Dex. In the vault, Dexter finds the thumbprint on Angel's body. He gently touches Batista's chest and bids his former best friend adieu. Meanwhile, the police gala begins in front of a packed house, which includes detectives Wallace and Oliva. Charley interrupts Prater for a private chat, where she quits. He tells her that she's not going anywhere, so she mentions the incriminating file he has on her. Charley tells Prater that she's going to disappear, and he'll keep paying her medical bills. Their relationship stops now as a secret, or she'll go scorched earth. As the gala continues, Prater sees Harrison and immediately goes to a security room to watch him on the camera. He orders his security officer to shut down the cameras and give him his gun, and a minute later, he's got it pushed into the kid's back. Dexter's outside now when Prater calls, telling Dexter to come back upstairs for the after party, where he's got Harrison in his vault. Dexter's back inside, riding up an elevator, as he thinks, things would be a lot easier if I didn't care. Is this the cost of loving someone? Dexter finds Leon holding a gun to Harrison's head. Prater thanks Dexter for giving him the urge to kill, and now he wants him to watch his first non-impulsive kill. Dexter, ready to pay the ultimate price for love, says he can do better by killing him instead. That's tempting, but Prater can't leave a witness. Then comes a flashback. In the previous episode, we saw Dexter hand something to Harrison before he left to spend the night with his girlfriend. With him talking about using protection, we're led to believe it was a condom. But the flashback reveals that it was a syringe. Harrison plunges the drugs into Prater's chest, knocking him out cold. Dexter won't let Harrison stick around for what's going to happen next.
Leon Prater is killed, and Dexter is ready to live in Resurrection's finale.
Prater wakes up strapped down on a table in the vault. The calm and cool man now cries and begs as Dexter speaks about how their childhoods fated them both. But he has a code. He admits that he enjoyed Prater's serial killer club, but it was made up of bad people who had to die. He loves the thrill of the kill, but he's learned he loves justice just as much. Down at the gala, Wallace and Oliva are waiting for Leon to show up for a group photo, but he's nowhere to be seen. When he's cheered for and called to the stage, nothing. Back in the open vault, chants of his name can be heard. Dexter tells him that those chants will cease once they learn the truth. Dexter begins his process, then stops. He's not going to add Prater to his slides. This excites Leon, who thinks he's going to be released. No, that's not it. He's going to die, but there will be no trophy, because Dexter doesn't want to remember him. With that, the knife comes down, and Leon Prater is no more. After cutting up Prater, Dexter says goodbye to Batista's body, and on his way out, he sets off the alarm to the vault so everyone can see the real Leon Prater. Guests, including Wallace and Oliva, rush upstairs and right into the sick museum. With everyone leaving, Oliva calls Wallace in to look at the New York Ripper's weapon and a file Prater was keeping on the killer. There's even a name, Don Frampt. The Ripper has been known this whole time. Sorry about your theories, it wasn't Blessing Karma or Oliva. As the episode ends, Charley is taking her mom and leaving the city, while Dexter, out on Prater's boat to dump his body, thinks about how he needs people. He needs Blessing and his family. He needs to belong. He and Harrison can lean on each other too. This way, Dexter can become more human, more connected, a reminder of why he does what he does. He then goes through Prater's files of uncaught serial killers. These will be his next targets, with Al among them. Dexter once wished he could be normal, but he's exactly who he needs to be, and exactly who you need him to be, too.